up? So I wasn't even sure I was going to talk about this on this channel because I did mention it on my main channel, and it's probably going to be the primary focus, very much the driving force of what I'm going to be doing over there. So I didn't know if I was going to bother to mention it here on my vlog channel just because it seemed superfluous, and I didn't want to overwhelm or bore is the thing that I was primarily concerned. I don't want to get tedious, but this is Sunday. It's the day that I make the videos, and I can't make the videos today because I can't get this topic out of my head. So basically, I have to do this video so that I get it out of my head so that I can go on to making other videos. Don't you just love it when I take all the time to explain things? So, I went to the post office, and then I went to Wendy's, and then I went to the store. And I was going to the store because I needed, well, I didn't need anything. I wanted energy drinks and Gatorade and Twizzlers, my weekend snacks. It was a Saturday. It was the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And I went in there, and I was just wearing this hoodie that I have, a simple sweater, not my cool duster that makes me feel ultra confident when I'm wearing that, because I was just running errands. When I go out with Elaine, I'm on the prowl. I am looking at chicks and trying to decide, if they are worth making an effort to introduce myself. And I go out and I have I mean, a dork can't really have swagger, but I've got my thing going, or at least I feel like I do, and that's the important thing. Confidence is key. So I feel confident when I go out and I know that I'm going to be looking for girls. This occasion, I had nothing like that in my mind. I was mailing a package and buying snacks, and then I was going to come home and watch YouTube videos. So I had no thought in my head that I was going to encounter the most beautiful girl that I've ever seen. Alright, so here's the thing. Yes, I am openly crazy. I accept this. I am allowing myself to be obsessed with it because I feel like it's going to drive me in a direction towards being the kind of person I want to be, living the kind of life that I want to live. So it's worth it to me to allow this madness to play itself out. I have had crushes on girls before. I will likely have crushes on girls again. And as a dude, it is very easy for me to get completely enraptured by a woman based on her looks alone. And I know it's shallow, but it's my biology. It's my instinct. I can't help it. This is the way that human males were made to be. We're supposed to see the pretty girl and try to impregnate her. Now, I have no wish to impregnate anybody. Yeah, no, thank you. No. But I do still have the desire to have some person in my life. And I saw this girl, and, I have my standard of what I think is attractive, and I have shared it with you, what I think is attractive. And if you, I say what I like. And this girl had the stuff that I like. She had a face similar to, I would say, Emily Autumn, just as a point of reference. I mean, probably if I brought her and showed her on camera, you wouldn't think that she looked like Emily Autumn, but she had the characteristics that whatever I am attracted to feature-wise with Emily Autumn, this girl had those features, and it was working for me. And, you know, I've come to this conclusion that all I need from a relationship, at least to have a solid foundation to build on, basically I just need her to have a face that I like looking at, and she needs to like science fiction and fantasy movies. Now there's a lot of stuff that ultimately I would like to come with that, you know, the knowledge that you need to pay your bills before you have fun, and you know, some kind of creativity and imagination is important to me. But she already had the sense of style going on with her makeup. Oh, that's the point that I wanted to mention. When I was, I don't know, I had a conversation with my sister one time about how girls put on makeup, and my sister explained to me that the way that she was taught to put on makeup was that it's supposed to make you pretty, but be not noticeable. So in other words, if the man can tell that you are wearing makeup, per my sister, you've done it wrong. That is definitely not the case with me. I prefer to see that you are wearing makeup and that you have done something impressively creative with it, because that says to me that you are a unique individual, that you are creative and that you are imaginative, and you're sharing that. I mean, look at my beard, look at the shirts I wear, I paint my nail, you know, I've got my own kind of flair going. I need a woman that's going to be able to match that to a certain degree. And yeah, she just visually, I mean, that's the thing, is that we project ourselves from the inside. We determine who we are, and then we make ourselves look like it on the outside on purpose. So based on what she looked like alone, I kind of read a lot about what kind of a person she would likely be, and that was very definitely very much the kind of person that I would like to be with. Now, she was just some other shopper at the store, and in the heat of that moment, I was too shy to speak to her. I met her in the middle of the store, and I basically did a whoa kind of a thing, and I think that she noticed it, and then like she bumped into me in another part of the store, and then she was actually right behind me at the register. I really feel like she wanted me to say something to her, anything, but I was just overwhelmed. My problem is that I am afraid that I will scare people, so I'm really cautious about what I say and who I say it to and how I say it. But in this instance, I just wish I would have said anything. Hi would have been nice. Anything. And I'm beating myself up that I did not do so. And then I left the store, and I was just kicking myself all the way home that I did not say hello to her, and I've been lamenting it ever since. And I have been going back to the store as often as possible, just in case I might be able to run into her again. It's definitely worth the effort for me. So, the odds are good that I'm never going to see her again. And I figure I have about anywhere from a 2 weeks to a month and a week kind of a span of time that these kinds of crushes of mine last. So I'm giving it about a month. I'm going to keep trying to be at the store as much as possible, just in case I might be able to run into her. But I am realistic that I likely won't. But I really hope that I do. And, you know, in the meantime, I'm going to be doing these things to improve the way that I live. To make myself a much more interesting person, so that when this happens again, because it has happened before, I have had these love at first sight experiences before. I have. Not as hard as this one. This one is pretty powerful. But I have felt it before. I almost demanded, I was riding in a bus one time, and I almost demanded that the bus stop so that I could get out and chase a woman that I saw just walking on the sidewalk, because I had that instant, bow, I gotta know this woman. And yeah, it's happened a couple of times, 2 or 3 times, and I think that's the part that's bugging me the most, is that the last time that this happened to me, I swore that the next time it happened to me, I was going to talk to the girl, and the girl this last time, it caught me off guard, so I didn't do what I promised myself that I was going to do. So I feel like I failed myself, and I feel like I failed her, because I know that in a relationship, I'm a really good person to be with in a relationship. I take care of you. I make sure that you know that you're loved. And I feel like this girl I could have made her really happy. So I just want to find her again and find out, if she is anything like what I imagine her to be, or, maybe she's married and will have no interest in me, or, lots of other scenarios where it wouldn't possibly work. Of course. But, for that one sliver of a chance that it might happen, I'm willing to do some pretty crazy stuff. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, I feel really better that I've made this video. I will either make some more videos now and spread them out across the course of the week like I normally do, or maybe I'll just make them over the next couple of days, like normal people do. Either way, bye for now.